Good morning from Panhandle Outdoors with Winston Chester. Panhandle Outdoors, your source for fishing, hunting, and information for folks who enjoy the great outdoors. Now sit back, relax. It's Panhandle Outdoors.
Good morning, folks. Welcome to Panhandle Outdoors. I'm Winston Chester. Glad you're here this morning. We've got a great show lined up. You're really going to enjoy it. So we'll get started with our weather brought to us by Haney Technical Center at Highway 77 and Baldwin Road. Run by and check it out. Their motto is a year's effort is worth a lifetime of rewards. Weather, these mornings been cool, but high today is going to be 74, low tonight 60. We've had lows in the 50s the last couple of nights. Water temperature still remains around 75 degrees. Now, river readings. Everybody want to know about the river readings. This Apalachicola is pretty well level off at a 1.3. The rain we had recently is not going to affect it. But take a look at it. Choctawhatchee always has a direct effect on it. The rain is at a 3.4 this morning and slowly going to start dropping out. Then Wednesday, really going to drop out. So we're going to have a drop in river for the middle part of the week. Now, take a look at the tide chart, the Carl Burnham Marine Specialist tide chart. This is, we're talking about this week, of really good tides, really strong tides, around 2 foot tides here. Today's the 24th, so you're looking at a high tide tonight at 11:02, and the low tide is 10:08. Okay, so you got a good strong tide right there. A good morning tide that's falling out all afternoon. Good high tide in the middle of the day all week long. Okay, each week we like to call Panama City Beach Pier, get a pier report from them early part of the week and see how they've done over the weekend and all. And this is brought to us by Rick Russell's Bug Away Pest Control. So let's call and get a report from them. Good morning, Carrie.
Good morning.
Well, how's everything going out there?
Well, they had a good week last week. They caught a lot of fish, big Spanish, lots of kings. There was a bunch of redfish Friday, a few pompano, lots of bonitas. There was a flounder or two, sheep's head, whiting.
Well, you just about named everything on the fishing chart.
Yeah, sure, just about everything they caught out there. There was even some mullet netted.
Wow. So the Spanish
about everything they did good. Now this weather's done set in on us again this front, and I don't know what they're going to do today, but they usually shuts down the bite. We'll see how it pans out.
Well, listen, are most of the guys that catch them in the morning or in the afternoons, or just all throughout the day?
Well, this weather's been kind of rough lately and overcast.
Yeah.
They've been catching them all day long.
Yeah.
Now it's a different day, I don't know.
Well, we'll see how it goes the rest of the week. But you say those Spanish are good-sized Spanish?
They were big Spanish. There's one guy supposedly caught a 7-pound Spanish.
Oh, my goodness. That is something right there.
They weighed it out here on these scales. It's kind of accurate.
Okay.
He was a big one anyway.
And the whiting are just hit and miss, huh?
Yeah, there's some big whiting out there too, but they're not there every day, but
Yeah.
Come fishing for them, you can usually catch a few at least.
Well, I'd much rather eat a whiting than a Spanish mackerel. So.
Yeah, they're good. They sure are.
All right, Carrie. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Come see us.
All right, let's carry out the Panama City Beach Pier. And you can see they've caught the whole list from flounder and everything but the cobia is what they've caught out there. All right, let's take our first break and we'll be right back.
Your vision is precious. If an emergency arises, you don't want to be sitting in a hospital waiting room. Accidents and injuries can happen outside of your workday. That's why our team of physicians provide emergency eye care to our patients anytime, day or night. You can count on your local experts in eye care to be there for you whenever you need us. The Eye Center of North Florida.
9 doctors, 1 vision, yours.
At Panhandle Educators, we offer full-service banking.
We're 5-star rated.
A safe place for your money.
Find us anytime, anywhere.
Or come see us on Highway 77 north of the mall.
On the east side, across from Rutherford High School.
Come see us at the beach on R. Jackson Boulevard.
We're here in Southport on Highway 77.
Live or work in Bay, Holmes, Jackson, or Washington County? You can be a member.
Join us. We'll take care of you.
Panhandle Educators Federal Credit Union.
The letter X. It's one tough letter, and the only one that stands for something. It's the mark of the unknown factor. the spot of the buried treasure, the model of rugged beauty. But what really sets it apart is its power to multiply everything.
Sweet Old Bob says see and save on all Exmark products today at Soul Tractor.
We are so lucky to live in North Florida. We have some of the best fresh and saltwater fishing in the world. My biggest problem is not catching fish, but trying to decide what kind of fish I want to catch. No matter what I'm after, I always stop at Sunjammers Water Sports first. They have just what I need: rods and reels, line, tackle, and most important, live bait. Yes, sir, we sure are lucky.
Welcome back. Glad you're with us this morning. We got a lot of stuff to cover, so let's get started with this nice picture sent to us by Joy Melvin. I'm going to read his email. Hey, Coach Chester, I'm from the class of '83 of Mosley. I remember, Joy. I just want to drop you a line and say thanks for your show. I've always been an outdoorsman, and I'm getting back into fishing. I got hooked on cast netting about 3 months ago, and now I'm learning how to saltwater fish. I've always been a freshwater fisherman. See, that's the great thing about this area. You can do both. I looked everywhere for updates, for tide, and for general information, but couldn't find any good information until I saw your show about 2 months ago. I never miss it now. First thing I watch every morning. I'm sure you know, but I wanted to say thanks for your show, and it's great to have local, up-to-date info on what's going on. Thank you, Joyce. I appreciate all that. I sent a couple of pictures now. Here's a couple of catfish. This is a big old channel cat here. Let's see, that's a big old channel cat. And then he's got another one over here. See if we can get it. All right. That's a big flathead. Big channel cat and a big flathead. That's good right there. Then also sent this picture. This is good. This is a big old rattlesnake. Okay. Now I got this rattlesnake at the bus stop. We don't always talk about. We don't just try to kill for the sake of killing. But this big old rattlesnake was at the bus stop where the kids are hanging around. It's a 5-foot rattler. And he's seen a lot of, Joy goes on to say, I've seen a lot of big rattlers this year. And once again, thanks for the show, and please put my name in the drawings. And we'll do that. Joy Melvin up there, appreciate that, Joy. And we're talking about snakes and all. Anytime they're in a place where a lot of kids are, a rattlesnake or moccasin, Sunday afternoon, I have a little birthday party. I was grilling some hamburgers Sunday afternoon at my house, and it was my granddaughter's birthday, and I turned around, folks, there was a moccasin right behind me. So I disposed of it because we had kids around and everything. I normally, I don't kill snakes just for the sake of killing them, but if they're around my family or my dogs and all, if they're poisonous, I think it's best to go ahead and do that. That's just, make sure it's legal and all to do those kind of things. But if it's a threat to you and your family, you might want to do that. Thank you, Joy. Also got a good email from Bill Barlow. Bill does a lot of good fishing. He said, hey, great day on the water for my birthday Saturday. I spent a day with Captain Dave Buckner and James Fisher on the Had Enough. These guys are the best. We saw 4 cobia, hooked. Let's see, we hooked and landed 3. Okay, the 4th fish would not bite. They kept 2 of them. One was 20 pounds, one was 40 pounds. Tagged and released the smaller fish. What a great team these guys are. Got rough in the afternoon, 4 to 6. It's been getting rough. Keep up the great work on the show. Let's go catch some redfish. All right. Thank you, Bill Barlow. Good job on catching those cobia. All right. Now, we have, speaking of flathead catfish, we were just talking about that a while ago. The flathead catfish, they have a big tournament trail. And it's a situation over in, it's the Apalachicola River Catfish Trail, and they do it's a tournament trail. They have 3 tournaments, and the first one is going to be this weekend. That's why I'm bringing it up now. And we're looking at the Liberty County Senior Citizen Flathead Catfish Tournament over in Bristol. That's the 27th and 28th. And then the next month, the last weekend of June, we're going to have it down in Gaskin Park in Weewall. Then in August, it'll be at again at Gaskin Park. And then the last weekend will be the championship, the Classic. And it's a really good tournament. And they have, this is 2012 schedule. That's all 4 tournaments. They do a good job with it. And if you get a chance to enter, do that. You basically use live brim, and if you catch a flathead, these are pesky fish, and they eat a lot of our brim and all. So they don't want you to catch and release on these. We want to catch them and get them out of there. So every one you catch, you go ahead and take them home and eat them, or take them home to your neighbor or something, but you know, just especially those big ones. Those big ones can do a lot of damage to river systems. They're not native to this area, and they've gotten through here, and you can talk to the old timers, and they always tell them we have a lot less brim in those old holes in the river they used to go to. All right, let's take our next break. We'll get ready to set up a good video for you. We'll be right back.
Clay O'Neill's Land Clearing. When you need land clearing, pond digging, road building, or any type of excavation, Clay O'Neill's Land Clearing is fully equipped to handle it. If the job is big or small, he covers it all, serving the Florida Panhandle from Madison County to Escambia County. He's just a phone call away. Hey, thanks, Clay, for another job well done.
Harold Milling Company, rough and tough dog food. Harold Milling Company builds it. They build hog feed, they build dairy feed, they make chicken feed. They have specialty feeds for rabbits. If you got a worm farm, grandmother used to have a worm farm. Look at the Harold Milling Company. You want to go down and get you, the dog's not running anymore. That's all over with. You want to get that 16% and drop down from the 26% protein. You don't want over to get fat. Harold Milling Company, you can buy at almost any feed store in the Panama City area.
Steel, the #1 selling brand of handheld outdoor power equipment in America.
Right now, dependable grass trimmers start at just $159.95.
For cleanup, hard-working steel blowers start at $149.95.
Plus, double your limited warranty with your steel product purchase.
Start easier, work smarter, finish faster with Steel, #1 in America.
Sweet Old Bob says see and save today and every day on all Steel outdoor products at Soul Tractor.
When you stop by Blue Water Outriggers, you will find everything for your outdoor adventure. Stock up on all your favorite brands and shop for some of the latest outdoor gear and accessories. You can also shop online and have your orders delivered straight to your home. Our flagship store is nestled right off of Highway 98 in the Port City Shopping Center, just steps away from the Port St. John Marina. You will love our selection, our prices, and our friendly service.
Welcome back, folks. Glad you're watching this morning. We want to get into this video. Before we do, let's introduce it. We're always talking about getting kids in the outdoors, and we can't always take them hunting and fishing. We try to do that as much as we can and get them to love the outdoors. But there are a lot of things they can do to love the outdoors, and one of them is just, we just get them out there and do something active. Sometimes you get them in a tree stand, they get so bored after about 30, 45 minutes. You want to sit there a couple of hours. You take them on a boat, they're going to start picking stuff up on the boat. That's just kids, and that's just part of it. So anytime you do something active where the kids are moving around and doing something, it's great. And a great introductory program to set them up in is blackberry picking, okay? Picking blackberries, and I've done this since I was a kid, and we've taken our kids out doing it this past weekend. We had a really good picking. As in fishing, when you catch a fish, you want to take it home and eat it. So when blackberries, you pick these blackberries, you want to take them home and eat them. So this is a great activity. I want to urge you, all this good rain we've had, these berries are really getting ripe now. Great time of the year. So let's spend some time picking some blackberries. This Pokio, we're all talking about Panhandle outdoor kids enjoying the outdoors. We're talking about it right here. This is all kind of ways to enjoy the outdoors. So, Jeff, let's go ahead and roll this video.
Hey, I'm Ashley, and today we're going to do a Pokio, which stands for Panhandle Outdoor Kids Enjoying the Outdoors. So, we're going to do them on blackberries. So, it starts out green, like that, and then it will change to a red, and then a black, and these black ones are really good. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna pick a lot of black ones and then go back to the house and make a blackberry pie. This is my little brother Mason, and he's helping because he wants a piece of pie. at this one. Look at these two. Do you want me to eat it? It's bleeding. I must put it out of its misery.
Granddaddy, when he was y'all's age, picked some for a lady in Hosford. I think her name was Miss Sanders. I picked a whole gallon and she gave me 50 cents. And I was so excited. But you know how much a gallon is?
What?
A gallon be that much. And she gave me 50 cents. And I thought that was a lot of money. How about y'all's age? Y'all do it for 50 cents now?
I do it for $10. Okay, so the first thing you want to do is you want to wash them. So you lay them out on this paper towel and you pick all the trash out of them and all the stems and then you'll wash them. So I'm going to pour this out right there. And you'll just pick the trash out of them. Okay, so now we've picked most of the trash out of them, so we're going to put them in the colander and go wash them out of the sink. Okay, so you take that and pour it all in there. Okay, so we have so many blackberries that we're going to make 2 pies. And there's a layer of crust for the bottom and one for the top for each pie.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think it's going to fit.
So the first thing we're going to do is we need 2/3 of a cup of sugar. And this is 1/3, so we need 2 cups of these, of sugar. It goes over like that. So you take a knife and even it out. Just like that. Okay, so I need 1/4 of a teaspoon of nutmeg and cinnamon and 1/8 of a teaspoon of salt. Okay. Okay, so we need 1 teaspoon of lemon juice. Okay, so we need 4 cups of blackberries, and then we'll pour in there.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Okay, so now I'm going to stir all these ingredients and then pour them over the blackberries. Okay, so I just stirred all the ingredients, so now I'm going to sprinkle them all over the blackberries. So this is a tablespoon of butter. So I'm going to cut it into little pieces and then put it on the pie. Okay, so now I'm going to put the top crust over all these ingredients, just like I did on the bottom crust. Okay, so now I'm cutting slits in the top so that the steam can get out. Okay, so I need to very lightly paint the milk onto the pie. Now it's ready for the oven. Okay, so I'm gonna bake this at 375 for 35 minutes. And then we'll put this on it, which protects the edges from burning, and we'll stick it in the oven again for 15 minutes. Okay, now I've got to put this part on so the sides don't burn. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
All right.
Look at the juice running all through it.
Okay.
And this is the finished pie.
When you think of a successful hunting season, two things come to mind: Browning and C&G Sporting Goods. Browning is the best there is, and C&G Sporting Goods is your factory direct, full-line Browning dealer. C&G stocks Browning guns, camo, knives, scopes, gun safes, bows, and much more, including hunting and fishing license. Look over the new Browning BAR camo short right and X-Bolt rifles. Why pay good money for anything less than a Browning? Browning and C&G, the best there is. Home of the experts.
It pays to own a Kubota, and now it pays even more. It's Kubota Rewards time at Soul Tractor, featuring long-term financing as low as 0% APR on a new Kubota tractor, utility vehicle, mowers, and more. The rewards of owning a Kubota add up fast. Quality, power, dependability, and now available financing as low as 0% APR.
At Soul Tractor, we only sell commercial-grade equipment for professionals and serious landowners.
Bill Kramer's Chevrolet Cadillac Buick GMC is Panama City's exclusive full-line dealership, built on a 45-year foundation of trust and total customer satisfaction in all departments, including our huge pre-owned department, where we'll pay top dollar for your current automobile as a trade-in, or we'll place your vehicle on our lot and help you sell it. At Bill Kramer's Chevrolet Cadillac Buick GMC. 4 decades, 3 generations, 1 tradition.
Sunrise to sunset. A walk through nature takes you on a journey of Florida's Emerald Coast. You'll encounter the wildlife, birds, lighthouses, indigenous to the beautiful land and seascapes of Florida. Set to the sounds of nature and enhanced with easy listening music. Only $14.95 plus $4.95 shipping and handling. NatureWalkDVD.com or send check or money order to the address on the screen. A walk through nature. Visually stunning.
Okay, welcome back, folks. Hope you enjoyed that. You know, we're talking about doing all kinds of things as far as pokio, doing things with kids, and you know, that's a win-win situation. You know, you're out there in nature, you're teaching kids to appreciate nature. It's great bonding and memory making, and on top of all that, it's just a lot of fun to go home and cook it and enjoy it. So that, you know, I encourage you to do that. If you don't have any kids around the house, run down the street and pick up one down there, and anybody in the neighborhood. And these blackberries are just on. These are just side some ditches and all. So they're all out there. Good wild food and good natural food. Okay. So let's look at our express lane fishing game forecast for today. We're looking at our times. We're looking at this morning was from 2:54 to 4:54. Past that, but this afternoon, look at this afternoon, 3:18 to 5:18. Excellent time. The weather's cleared up and all, so wind dying down a little bit, so it'll be a good time to go from 3:18 to 5:18. Now I got a picture of one of my students. In fact, Mark is our kicker on our football team. He's got a kicking scholarship, but he and his dad love to go fishing, and they're going to they trout fish and redfish, and all got a nice email from him. So he said, "Hey Coach," he said, "This is Mark Grant. First picture of me is holding a 24-inch trout and a 27-inch redfish, both caught last Saturday. We caught them in one of our favorite places in North Bay. I caught the trout on live pinfish suspended under a cork, and the redfish was caught by my dad, Chris Grant, on a gold spoon." Now that's, you know, one live bait, one gold spoon. The second picture is of my dad holding a bull red that we caught in the past back in the fall. He said, but I thought it was such a great catch, I thought maybe you would consider putting it on the show. And he was hooked in a shallow area adjacent to the pass on a free line live croaker. So there's the secrets right there on how to catch everything. Mark, thank you for sending those pictures. But you know, that trip right there, that shows you Mark was catching his on a live chauffeur, and then the dad was catching his on a gold spoon. So you can mix it up when you go fishing and all. And I mentioned this last week. There's been a lot of good activity in North Bay. I don't know because a lot of people went last week because of the FCAT testing and all, but a lot of redfish, a lot of trout were caught last week in North Bay, you know, below the bridge and over in the West Bay Point area and several places over there. So, and a lot of them were caught on gold spoons, and some of the boys were catching them on live. Some of the boys were dock fishing, and some were fishing the flat. So it's been really good. Okay. Now let me give you a quick tip before we go off the air. Talking about redfish, fishing off the dock, off the piers and all. If you catch one of those big redfish, and we're going to run out of time, but tomorrow I'm going to pick this up on when you catch big redfish, how to release them off the pier. Okay, but don't have time to get into it, but there's a certain technique to doing it. Okay, got to get out of here. Thank y'all for watching the show. You do something good for somebody today, and God bless.
Thanks for joining us for Panhandle Outdoors with Winston Chester. Panhandle Outdoors features hunting, fishing, and other activities and information to help you enjoy the great outdoors. Join us next time for Panhandle Outdoors.